Alright, so welcome to Daisy Gaze 777. Hope everybody's had a beautiful, lovely Friday. And thank you again for everybody that subscribed to my channel. And I hope everybody's doing very, very well and staying in good health. Now, having a lot of downloads about an aunt and an uncle that are no longer together. They probably separated when you were younger, or maybe over a decade ago. And then the aunt's daughter is involved with her sons. So something was done behind your back. And you had no fear during it all. Your intuition is spot on. You're the best. And write it down with no fear. And the number 10 is significant. Could be a birthday, a month. Could just be, maybe you like to play cards, who knows. But this uncle, I'm feeling, he rented a place or he bought a home connected to a judge. But I'm not sure the judge sold him the house or if he just rented off the judge. But I believe it's a family member that connects to the judge. So there's a judge from the area that you lived for a really long time that connects with your aunt and your uncle around the same area. And something to do with affiliation of a judge that went along with this. And something to do with drug court. Somebody's aunt or cousins went to drug court, not yous, but your family did. Something significant about that judge. The judge from the area where your aunt and uncle lives. I think your aunt was in a drug court, something like that. If your area has something like that, a drug court, that judge is affiliated with the corruption and how they were able to get away with whatever was stolen from you. Not if you had more than multiple, like more than one, if you had multiple things taken, this is at least for one of them. One of them. Might not resonate with everybody. And I don't know, somebody here, do you like to sing a tune? Sing, sing, sing. Dance. Do what you love best. Raise your vibration. So this card actually signifies with saying the sing, music, and dance. Ancestors want you to raise your vibration. It's easier for people to spiritually attack you if your vibration is down. So bring it back up. Everybody has a good bad day, but always bring your vibration right back up, okay? And then send it back. Why? Because you're beautiful and you're very enchanted. Use that talent, but use it wisely. And something about destruction. Mass. Could be weather. Maybe weather-wise. I don't know. And then explosions. Like, I don't know if it's an explosion. If it has significance to an explosion. Or, I don't know, a volcano. Maybe brush fires. I don't know. And then a bunch of racing horses. So something to do with racing horses. Your family was very big into racing horses. So something that was stolen from you. In one of your inheritance, your family connected to either they raced horses in the races, and something to do with a corrupt casino that has a racetrack. And that is very significant from some people that pulled some strings. Has to do with that casino and that the racetrack is at. So I don't know if your family had a ranch. Could be. I know my biological family had a ranch and they raised horses as well. But this is coming in strong that it's not just, it's for a couple listening to this. So look into something like that. If anybody raised horses, had horses, or raced them, or just had a love for watching the races, but something significant with your ancestors trying to get your attention right now. Something to do with horses. And twins. Twins been coming in strong. So I don't know if maybe one of you were dating somebody that was maybe switching off and on. Or maybe they were twins you just never knew nothing about. But twins are significant. Everyone knows but you. So everybody, your friends, your family, they all knew but you. And 2, it's saying pull in the number 2. 2 and 7. And somebody's got a you got leadership skills in you. So this is very prominent for whoever I'm talking to. You're meant to speak. You should definitely be a speaker, something motivational, or even if you're just speaking to inspire people. But get out there and speak if you're not speaking. Crime spree. So there's a lot of crime spree. This was a huge crime spree that was going on for about 2.5 decades. A lot of you since you were a child, and it's continuing on. So you're not the only one. They've done this to many others. You're not the only one that got hurt in this situation. This is literally considered like blood money. This crime spree is considered blood money. They're going down for it. They're going to be going to jail. Things are moving very fast, and they're going behind bars. Let me take a sip of my Coca-Cola. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. I had a great day at work, except when I went into work today, something smelled horrible. I wasn't too sure. I was like, I don't know what this is, and I usually can like figure out what a smell is. I have a good sense of smell. So this is making me nauseated. I wasn't sure if it's somebody that came into the place of establishment, where I work. I knew it wasn't me, so I wasn't sure what was going on. So finally, the manager said it was a dead baby mouse in our garbage. I guess somehow went in there and died in the garbage. Well, it stunk to high heavens. High heavens. Then I had to deal with a little bit of disrespect. I handled it with care, you know what I mean? Smiled. Went on about my day. Did it ruffle my feathers a little bit? Yeah, not enough to give my energy out though. Gave it to God. Send back to sender. Why? Because they're jokesters. They're fools. They're fools. They're the only ones in the room that looks like a fool. Nobody goes this hard that's not a fool knowing they already lost. They're scared. They're losing their minds right now. They don't know what to do. They're fighting with each other. They're liars. They're jokesters. Trickster in your energy, trying to throw illusions at everybody. Then they want to spin it around and say, you're too sensitive. Make that make sense. How you not responded to disrespect or behaving to it the way they want you to. They want to cause a reaction out of you. Look how hard they're going. And then they want to say, well, they're just too sensitive. No, you're not too sensitive. You're very intuitive. Send back to sender. Everything that goes around comes around spiritually and legally. Remember that. Keep your head held high. Raise your vibration. Sing, dance, do whatever makes you feel better. But just know you got the victory. They look like fools. They literally look like the jokester they are. They're a joker. But their jokes ain't funny. They proved a pattern. They proved how sick they are to continuously, on a daily basis, set the stage. Write the script. And then you got the flying monkeys. The ones that are hard up for $1. Or the fiends. With their hand out, ready to say the script. Ready to play the part. They're jokesters. Keep your head up. Justice is here. You'll be pointing them out, testifying against them very soon. And you'll be moving away. Plain and simple. Why you're a master at your craft? You're a leader. You're a master at your craft. You're the best. Whatever gifts you were gifted, and I'm not just talking about your job career, I'm talking about your extraordinary gifts. Your third eye. You mastered that a long time ago. Some of you probably mastered it as a child. Your intuition is always spot on. Use it. You were not gifted it for no reason. Gotta use it. But these people, they don't know what to do anymore. They know it's over. They know what they took is coming back to you. They know they done spent half, sold half. They know they're in trouble. They know the people that they've put hits out on are no longer here to speak. They know the ones that they try to lie and say people took their own lives when they know damn well they had their lives taken. They're going down. They're scared. They'll do anything right now to try to not go to prison. Everyone's involved. Not every single person. I don't mean it that way, but I mean it's more than one. It's multiple. You got aunties involved. You got uncles involved. You got corrupt lawyers, corrupt judges. This inheritance is huge that was taken. And they're still to this day thinking they got away with it. And then they're scared, though, in the back of their heads. They're scared because they actually know the truth, but they don't want to accept it's over and they're going to prison. They got all these flying monkeys all around you, probably repeating the same things that you say because they've been monitoring you. They got your phones tapped, right? Is that any of yous? They don't have the stage set for you. So say you mention in your home, or you mention to somebody else, yeah, I'm going to go to this store, that store. Or you say something to them, and then somebody within 10 to 20 minutes, maybe an hour later, states the same exact thing you just said, and that happens about 6 or 7 times a day. It's not a coincidence. It's a pattern. Learn the patterns. Learn every time they set the stage. Whatever they smeared you about, whatever lie they told, whatever crime they committed, they try to lie on you about. They're going to set the stage every day because they believe they're getting fear out of you, which makes them look ridiculous. They're pathetic. A whole bunch of pathetic people that are hard up for $1. Drunks and druggies. Okay? So just keep it moving. Keep your head held high. It's very important that you continue to document everything. Everything. Because why? Because when it goes in front for sentencing, you're going to want to stand up and you're going to want to speak. And you're going to speak. I know I am. I'm going to tell them the reason why they shouldn't have the least amount of time. How they knew exactly what they were doing but did it anyway. Continuously to harass the victim, affecting their quality of life on a daily basis. No mercy or leniency in a courtroom should be shown to any of them. Now, let's move on to the next card. We have cleanse. Astral projections, raise your vibration. I just said that about raising your vibration. It's very important at this time. They're trying to team up. Why? Because some people are hiding behind church groups and they're getting together doing all this kind of stuff behind your back, sending negative energy when they should be really doing it for useful, productive things in this world, but instead they rather play around with some dark stuff and send it to you. Now, if somebody sends it to you, you can spiritually always send back anything, especially if you're a pure heart and didn't deserve it. But you're not supposed to just go around attacking people because you don't want them speaking the truth. They really don't know their spiritual laws because it's going to come back to them because they weren't supposed to send it to you in the first place. You have every right to speak. Speak up and get louder. Today was beautiful, wasn't it? It was a beautiful day. I think so. Just the right amount of breeze, too. I love watching, like, the leaves go back and forth. So soothing. It's soothing. I don't like humidity. And I really don't like anything over 75 degrees, which is true. But it was a beautiful day today. Now, look, didn't I just say they were fools? It's what they look like. The fool they are. Every time they try to play a tactic. It's like their battery ran out. They got no juice. So they have to get a rise out of you for a spark. Because you're the plug to their electricity. Because you just have this beautiful vibe of electricity around you. It's like a shock just to be around you. You know? Now, if they're bad people, you'll expose their demons and they'll hate you. If they're good or worth something in life, they're going to love you. If they have any sense, you know? So, I'm just saying. So they're the fools, not you. All right? You tell me Make it make sense how they're going to hurt something that's been sent as a blessing. Now they're learning their lessons. Career change coming. With the career change comes a move. Move is very significant. And it could just be a hobby. Either way, it's something big and beautiful coming in. Big and beautiful. Oh, my card just fell. Let me catch him. Oh no. One fell, so let's lift that one up and see what it says, because that message just wanted to pop right out of here. Alright. Ooh. It had to be that one that fell, huh? Now look, Spirit really wants you to know your ancestors, that your family, your exes, and your old friends are all involved. And honestly, if you have a gut feeling about one of them right now, or maybe a couple of them, stay away. Avoid the drama. These people are up to no good because they feel the heat on them legally right now as well. So it was a huge betrayal. Huge betrayal. These are people you loved. These are people you loved. But they had the backing of judges that are corrupt judges. Like I said, one that your aunt or family members that where you lived at for a long time. Whoever the drug court judges in that area to the program that they went to is who helped them do this. So that's real significant right now. And an uncle, something to do with a property, and a relative, the judge. Corrupt law, government, and balance. With this card, guess the area you moved out of. Somebody was in charge. Did you go through a divorce or something? Well, this card is really coming down with whoever was in charge of the family court or wherever does the divorce paperwork. A woman was personal friends, you knew of him like an acquaintance, maybe, I'm not too sure, but definitely knew your significant other that you had kids with, or kids or kids, but it's a significant other, has an attachment. They were very close to this woman's husband. So this woman helped do fraud with that paperwork. That's how they illegally got your assets. They wrote the paperwork up when you got divorced. The woman worked at the family courthouse and had to do with the paperwork. Her husband, it's coming down like he's in law. He's either a cop, a detective, something like that, maybe a probation officer. But whoever this wife was, whoever this wife is, when you got divorced, she's the one that helped with the paperwork that allowed him to have your assets illegally, him or her, to have your assets illegally. Take it how it resonates. There's a message in this. Keep track of this. When you went for a divorce, the woman that worked in that courthouse that dealt with the paperwork of which paperwork to fill out when you're going for a divorce, she helped your ex finagle it to where they got your assets illegally without your knowledge. And the husband has something to do with it too. He's in the law, but they're divorced. And something to do with your ex is bisexual, but never let you know that. But your ancestors want you to know this is how all these people got involved. Your ex goes both ways. There's nothing wrong with that. God bless you. If that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm just letting you know you had no clue that he was bisexual. Or her. Take it how it resonates. A lot of people are involved. They don't want a lot of secrets exposed. You got so many blessings coming in. Yes. You deserve it. Come on now. Who doesn't deserve these blessings? Say it after me. I deserve my blessings. Say it again. I deserve my blessings. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. We will receive our legal justice and spiritual justice. I am worthy of my blessings. And love yourself. And you got a new love coming in. If you're already in a relationship, it's about to get stronger. You got new, beautiful beginnings. Got abundance coming in. Fast moving. Baby, it's moving fast. Sorry, I had to drink my Coca-Cola. I'm getting parched. Has to do with ID theft. Some people you work with, girl resembled you. She helped with the ID theft and credit card fraud. A lot of your family members were living off of credit cards in your name as well. You had no clue. Taking how it resonates, some of you were adopted, your names were changed. Well, the credit cards are not only, it's in like a couple different names, but still comes back to you. They're using your biological name. They're using the name you use now, your maiden, that they switched your name to. And they're using the one when you were married. So you name it, they used it. And when you got this good news coming, baby, it's going to feel like you hit the lotto. You're going to feel like you're walking on the moon. Talk about light as a feather. You're going to want to fly that day. You got such good news coming into you. Such good news. Let's see. What do the cards have in store for us? Excuse me. Power. You hold the power. It's always been inside of you. Use it, and remember, knowledge is power. Use that brain of yours. Use that brain of yours. You're very intelligent. Use it. You got justice coming in. Justice coming very strong. It was just a matter of time before this justice came in for you. All these cards just fell. And now I'm trying to figure out. Hold on a second. Something about fishing and hiking. So, somebody liked to fish, somebody liked to hike. Alright, I just gotta clean these cards up first, and then give me a second. There's something about vacation too. Somebody's going on a vacation. I'm not talking about one that's like within a couple like months or within the next month or two. I'm talking about within like a couple weeks. So some people are going to be going to the beach. Somebody's going to take a very long trip to the desert somewhere. Unless you're already in the desert. It's not just a vacation. It's something educational as well. Something to do with lake and mountains. Now it could be all in one place, or you could be literally traveling around to multiple places, seeing all these things. But it's significant. And something about the desert, maybe like Arizona, could be over the country too. Because I'm seeing camels. I'm thinking camels have something to do with camels, and the camels stink. When I was younger, my grandfather, we were around a lot of camels, so I know they're stinky.